Welcome back to Carsalot. So, once upon a time, some nice businessman, we'll call him Gregory, bought this flashy Dodge Neon in the late 90s. Now, Gregory had a son, let's call him Carter, and he was the football jock who wanted to bring home all the ladies. Imagine he was gifted this car for his 16th, and that with that money he made by working as a cashier at the local Rite Aid, he turned the car into
Big bank, small bank, I
this.
like to make money.
What the hell was going through his mind? You must all be thinking. Although, car brands are starting to take on this mentality, making cars appear more sleek, stylish, and even trying to create an artificial performance that the car really doesn't have. Especially with the emerging electric car market, these fake car trends have seen increasing popularity, and we're going to take a deep dive into some of them today. Grab your popcorn and cat, and let's get into it. All right, first we're going to start with the fake exhaust and also the fake exhaust notes. So there's a lot to uncover here, but first, let's take a look at these horrible exhaust pipes. Audi has a bunch of great demonstrations of their foolish pipes, especially shown here. This S6, beautiful looking car, has 4 visible tailpipes, and how many would you guess are real? None. They put little plastic pieces in deep enough to give a false impression of their sporty dreams. They reroute the exhaust pipe downward, facing the ground. Audi claims to implement this design to prevent dirt and soot accumulation on the exhaust tips, but there are definitely emission constraints that force them to abandon their more authentic design. They're going for a pretty rear end, and thinking that people only care about the booty of the car, but not its true functionality and sportiness. But many enthusiasts have become infuriated. This Audi SQ5 has a similar horror going on here. Now, if I were buying a car, I wouldn't be spending $70,000 to have a car that has smoke pooling underneath. Hey, your piece of crap Audi's about to blow. Mercedes does the same thing, and yet again, same with Volkswagen. Germans, get your shit together. I want the real deal. Now, ending off on a funny note for all you Americans, Ford. Oh my lord, what is this? It looks like the arborist came in with his saw and cut through the pipes because he needed a little scrap metal. Now, getting on the sounds. Now that's what we want to hear, blessing my ear.
You sound very beautiful.
Let's take the Dodge Charger Daytona, an EV, into consideration. I have no complaints on the looks of the car, but the sound?
And as you can hear, that is actually very loud, up to 126 decibels according to Dodge. He's going to switch the drive mode into Sport now. And in this mode, you can rev it.
To sum it up for you, it sounds like a Roblox car that can't get up a hill. For God's sake, if you thought this was bad, it gets worse. Not only do electric cars have fake sounds, but so do gas cars. Well, I lied. They aren't fake sounds, but artificially enhanced. They put speakers into the exhaust systems to give them a more appealing noise. Pretty much the Botox of the automotive industry.
This. I got a Botox injection today.
Many cars have buttons that, allow the driver to control the level of noise coming from the exhaust, but when the speaker blows up, all bets are off. Alrighty, now let's talk about the infamous fake vents and air intakes. Now, newer cars plant these all over. Normally, vents function to let hot air out and encourage cold air to enter, preventing, the excess buildup of heat, and it really aids in the car's performance. Although, these vents now have taken a very stylistic turn, no longer proving this function. Jaguar does this, Honda does this, and there's a common feature among all of them. The poor quality of the plastic material used for the vents is horrendous. It's the just slap it on there mentality. The Supra knows this best. I don't think there's a single body panel where this car does not have a vent. Geez, if the car overheats that much, just let me try and cook a couple of eggs and bacon on it. Probably wouldn't taste good, but hey, that's besides the point. More vents normally equates to higher performance, and if that was true, the Supra should be faster than the McLaren P1, but I'm not buying that. Lastly, for today's episode, I'm going to end it on these fake wings and spoilers put on some of these vehicles. So, some performance cars do have wings and aero features, and they function properly, and, they aid in that performance aspect. Some are even power operated, ensuring this optimal power and optimal aerodynamics when in use. Although, among the smaller beans of the industry, wings and spoilers serve much less of a purpose. They more or less take up space, and now you can say your Mini Cooper is 59 inches instead of 57. It grew so much.
I'm hoping it'll just grow and grow.
Pause.
Alright guys, thanks for checking in on my first video, and I hope to see you back soon. Stay amazing.